This is another lesson in language of yesteryear. Have you ever heard someone say this? They'll say hubba hubba. What does that mean? How is this said? Most of you never even heard this. I guarantee you. So you'll hear old men say this, and it's usually, come on, hubba hubba, hubba hubba. It means hurry up. It means move like you have purpose. It means get up and fucking go. Like, come here now. There's a lot of meanings for it, but like the origin of this phrase is from World War II. I'm going to tell you about the first place I ever heard it. And this is interesting. It's attention to detail in movie making. And Grumpy Old Men, the man that comes from the government to take Jack Lemon's house, he tells the moving men that are taking his shit, hubba hubba, come on, boys. What does that tell you about that character? Let me explain. The only place that someone would get that verbiage ever is from the start of World War II. I used to hang out with a bunch of World War II reenactors, and they did 84th ID. And at the 84th Infantry Division, that was a common phrase because their entire officer corps had been trained up in the emergency shit before World War II. So every fucking officer in the 84th ID said hubba hubba. Why'd he say hubba hubba? In these emergency training things or whatever, somewhere along the way, whoever was in charge of that, there was some jackass that's what he said. The dude that was like the me of World War II that was training their entire officer corps, he told them hubba hubba. So they all said hubba hubba. Okay, he taught them this while they were like playing baseball and shit. I don't even know this dude's name. I don't think anyone knows this dude's name. But there's a substantial portion of our officer corps that learned to say hubba hubba, hurry up, because they were playing baseball with this dude who has no name. A lot of those officers learned more from the dude they were playing baseball with them than they did about fucking anything else that had anything to do with fucking leading men anyway. So hubba hubba. Hurry the fuck up. There's lots of things in life that have history to them. I think knowing that history is interesting. And there's a lot of this history from the start of World War II that people really need to know. We're about to do it again, probably. And the U.S. Army and everything else was in tatters. And they literally had a giant fucking camp somewhere in fucking the Midwest where they just trained officers. They needed officers. Officers are hard to get. Regular fucking enlisted man, whatever, he has skills. He has things that are of use. He has things that he can do, right? He needs someone to point him in a direction. And the person doing that, the smarter they are, the more likely that infantryman is to live. This, in a nutshell, is the responsibility slash terrible burden of the Marine Corps officer. You live by your wits because it's the only thing you can trust anymore. Anything you do could get you and your entire fucking unit killed because you are in command of the unit. Either you can take that kind of responsibility or you cannot. Your old Aunt Ray Ray's the kind of person that when the metal meets the meat, I'm one of the only people that can still think. I know, I've been there many times. I'm one of like a handful of people who act like nothing is wrong. I'm weirdly calm, and I'm talking to you just like I am now and telling you it's all going to be okay and that you need to do this. This is in a nutshell why I do these videos. I'm hoping some of you have this in you too. If you are, then you are exactly what the military is wanting for their officer corps. Go talk to a recruiter today. They're going to need people that get the job done. Like, this is part of the fucking thing right now. Like, one of the issues we're gonna have in the military going to war against Russia and China is all of this fucking like no child left behind bullshit. It's made a group of people that flat out can't take combat or anything to do with any of the stuff that this is going to be. We're going to have to find some place to put useful idiots, basically. I I keep trying to think of the best way to fight these people, like the best thing to do with these people that are useless. I'm hoping we have technological answers for that. We should by now. Last I saw it, the powered battle armor that the U.S. Army has been working on was almost done. And when I say almost done, I mean it was fully functional and built, minus a power source and a helmet. And the power source, I think they're working on. The helmet's done. So, like, the half of the Space Marine things with this channel is a joke. The other half of it is, I think you ought to get ready to go be Space Marines. Well, this has probably been an interesting one. If you want to hear Hubba Hubba in use, go watch Grumpy Old Men. Watch the whole thing, it's good, but near the end, when the tax man is taking his shit, he says Hubba Hubba. It's a strangely accurate thing because, like, that dude is 100% the type of guy that they would have put in the officer pool. Like, he's in the fucking IRS now. Like, those are the sorts of people that they're going to need at a certain point. Because not every fucking officer is on the front line fucking shooting the enemy in the face. Some people are like pushing papers on a desk somewhere, and if you could free up physically capable people from non physically capable people, this is the shit where, like, those of you who are like physically impaired in some way, this is what I would get ready to do. Like, you're smart, more than likely. You know a lot about a lot of shit. Like, I would get ready for them to try to fill officer positions with you so that they can free up capable second lieutenants to go lead platoons. That's probably the most useful thing you can do for your country. There's other useful things that you could probably do too. But look at the whacks and the waves and shit like that in World War II. Like, some of them were nurses and shit, right? Some of them were not. Some of the whacks were like fucking truck drivers and pilots, and they were flying planes from factories to air bases. Think about that. Think about your great grandmas or great grandmas flying planes to fucking air bases because the pilot that did that is now killing fucking Germans. They literally learned how to fly a plane just to help. There'll be more language lessons. I had another one planned, but I don't remember what it is right now. We'll do it next. See you guys later.